There was a few times where they had to go back and digitally remove my balls
Is that
from
true?
the movie. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Wow.
There were short shorts. What are you gonna do?
Ever catch yourself asking, what hidden details flew under the radar in Call Me by Your Name? Well, you're in for a treat. Here are 20 facts you likely never knew about this hypnotic, sun-drenched romance. Let's dive right in.
Call me by your name and I'll call you by mine.
Number 1. A hidden filming locale beyond Crema.
So what do you do around here?
Read books, transcribe music, swim at the river, go out at night. I don't know.
That sounds fun.
While Crema, Italy, often gets the spotlight, parts of the movie were also shot in the nearby countryside of Moscazzano. Filming on these smaller estates introduced more intimate settings that aren't as widely documented. This allowed the crew to capture spontaneous moments, lush landscapes, lesser-known vistas, and authentic rural architecture, enriching the film's dreamy summertime atmosphere. Number 2. Captured on 35mm film.
Where'd you learn to do that?
Many modern productions lean on digital, but director Luca Guadagnino chose 35mm film to produce a warm, organic aesthetic. This analog choice heightens the sense of timelessness, bathing every frame in a subtly grainy glow. For the crew, it meant carefully planning each shot to conserve film stock, which ultimately made each take feel more deliberate. Number 3. The real orchard by the villa.
Sorry.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, well,
None of our residents has ever had a local bank account.
Though the villa's gardens are well known, fewer people realize that the orchard scenes featured a working orchard right on the property. Locals often visited to pick fruit on weekends, long before the film was made. Incorporating this genuine orchard offered the actors an unforced environment, capturing little everyday details that amplify the film's natural realism. Number 4. That unscripted dance moment. Armie Hammer's iconic dance to Love My Way by the Psychedelic Furs was originally much shorter. Guadagnino urged him to keep going, hoping to highlight Oliver's carefree spontaneity. Hammer felt a bit awkward dancing so exuberantly, but those unscripted grooves became a quintessential scene, evoking the carefree spirit of 1980s summer nights. Number 5. Timothée Chalamet's competitive audition. Chalamet beat out numerous young actors vying for Elio's role. His bilingual abilities and musical flair were a huge advantage, but his ability to convey both maturity and adolescent vulnerability sealed the deal. In test readings, he impressed producers with his easy shifts between playful banter and earnest emotional depth, exactly what the character demanded. Number 6. Armie Hammer's chemistry building method.
it means we can't talk about those kinds of things. Okay? We just can't.
To foster genuine camaraderie, Hammer sought to learn more about Chalamet outside of rehearsals. They shared meals, played music, and even debated philosophy, just as Elio and Oliver do in the story. This off-screen rapport bled into their on-screen dynamic, letting each subtle glance or brush of the hand feel organically charged. Number 7. Allusions to classical art. Amid the warm backdrops are subtle nods to the region's artistic legacy. The villa's interior decor references Renaissance paintings, reflecting the academic and cultured mindset of Elio's family. Eagle-eyed viewers might spot glimpses of antique sculptures and art textbooks scattered around, visually reinforcing the film's motif of discovering beauty in every aspect of life. Number 8. Natural hair and makeup approach.
So does he speak?
Instead of heavy makeup or elaborate hairstyling, the production aimed for the kind of sun-kissed look you'd see during real Italian summers. Makeup artists used minimal foundation, focusing on fresh skin with genuine tans. For Elio's hair, stylists let Chalamet's curls run free, aligning with the carefree vibe and emphasizing the character's youthful spontaneity. Number 9. The weather didn't always cooperate. Although the story unfolds in a seemingly endless summer, production experienced occasional rain and cooler temps in Lombardy. Crew members had to scramble, rearranging the schedule when storms rolled in. Yet some unplanned drizzle scenes ended up adding to the movie's wistful tone, offering a brief glimpse of unpredictability in an otherwise idyllic setting. Number 10. Cameos by the villa's owners. Owners of the main villa reportedly appear in the background of one of the town scenes. Though never formally credited, they were enthusiastic about lending their historic home to the production. Hosting the cast and crew for weeks turned into a communal affair, with the owners occasionally stepping in as onlookers among the local extras. Click that join button to get exclusive early video releases, connect with fellow film enthusiasts, and discover more hidden gems in LGBTQ+ cinema. You'll gain access to insider discussions and behind-the-scenes insights that dive even deeper into how these memorable movies are crafted. Your support truly matters. Thank you for helping us share more film magic. Number 11. Mostly natural lighting.
You're not gonna tell me?
I'm not gonna tell you.
He's not gonna tell me what he's thinking about.
I guess I'll go hang out with your mom.
Guadagnino and his cinematographer opted for natural sunlight and minimal artificial lighting to emphasize the film's realism. Interiors were bathed in the gentle glow filtering through tall windows, lending a soft, painterly quality. This approach meant the cast had to adapt quickly to shifting daylight, ensuring each scene captured the authentic mood of a balmy Italian afternoon. Number 12. Scenes left on the cutting room floor.
Salve, signori.
A handful of subplots never made it into the final cut, including more playful banter between Elio and his parents. Early test screenings revealed these extra scenes slowed the pace. Trimming them sharpened the film's central romance, though devoted fans still clamor for a peek at the unused footage that might offer deeper character insights. Number 13. Subtle 1980s pop culture hints. Though the era is never hammered home with in-your-face nostalgia, the production sprinkled subtle cues throughout. From Elio's battered paperback novels to faint radio music playing classic 80s hits in roadside cafes, these small touches evoke the cultural texture of the time. Eagle-eyed viewers can even spot period-accurate snack wrappers or brand logos in the background. Number 14. Local extras were real townspeople. Many background figures, shopkeepers, restaurant patrons, festival goers, were drawn from the local population. Casting directors sought individuals who had lived in the region for decades, ensuring an authentically warm vibe. These non-professional actors delivered genuine expressions and interactions, enriching the movie's sense of place, while also bridging the gap between fiction and everyday life in Lombardy. Number 15. Emotionally open scenes with little direction. Guadagnino encouraged a loose, exploratory process for emotional sequences, allowing each actor to interpret the script in personal ways. Instead of rigid blocking or repeated line readings, he gave them goals to hit, like expressing longing or doubt, and let them fill the space. This freedom birthed a few improvised reactions you see in quieter, more introspective moments. Number 16. Almost different casting for Elio's father.
Look, you had a beautiful friendship. Maybe more than a friendship. And I envy you.
Michael Stuhlbarg was ultimately cast as Mr. Perlman, but rumor has it that early talks considered another notable actor for the part. Schedules conflicted, and the role eventually went to Stuhlbarg, whose warm, erudite take on the character added layers of subtle wisdom. His heartfelt guidance profoundly shapes Elio's perception of love and personal identity. Number 17. Separate winter shoot months later.
We'll let you speak to Elio.
Happy Hanukkah!
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah!
Bye, sweetheart.
Viewers often remember the sunny setting, but there's a late scene marked by cooler weather. To achieve authentic winter visuals, production paused until the season changed. A lean crew returned to capture the villa and surrounding towns under a gray sky, accentuating a tonal shift that mirrors Elio's solitude after the sun-soaked bliss of summer. Number 18. Intimate crew for deeper focus.
Can't stand the silence. I need to speak to you.
The production team remained intentionally small to maintain a close-knit, almost familial atmosphere. Without massive crowds of technicians, the cast could immerse themselves fully in the environment, fostering authentic relationships both on-screen and off. This lean approach also encouraged direct communication among director, actors, and key crew members, streamlining creative decisions. Number 19. Unease in certain markets. While widely acclaimed, Call Me By Your Name met some resistance in markets that found the central romance too unconventional. A few distributors hesitated to promote it, concerned about public reaction. Nevertheless, critical praise and word of mouth propelled the film to a broader audience, sparking meaningful conversations about representation, identity, and the nuances of first love. Number 20. Special early screening in Italy.
So what does one do around here?
Wait for the summer to end.
Yep. What do you do in the winter? Wait for summer to come?
Well, we only come here for Christmas and some other vacation.
Before any major international release, Call Me By Your Name enjoyed a private screening with an Italian art house circle in Milan. Reactions were said to be overwhelmingly positive, celebrating its layered performances and evocative visuals. Word spread, building local anticipation, and helping Prime Festival audiences for what would become a global phenomenon. Which of these revelations grabbed your attention the most? Thanks for sticking around. Stay tuned for more deep dives into your favorite films, and remember to watch closely. You never know what secrets might be hiding in plain sight.